How's it going, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to look at your fine ass nigga Good Chronic Convos. I'm just playing with y'all, but welcome back to Good Chronic Convos, Good Chronic Reactions. We are going to do some reactions today for some videos that will probably creep you the fuck out. So at this time, as we always do, let's grab our bongs, let's get our blunts, let's get our spliffs, let's get our vapes, let's get our coffee, let's get our OJ, let's take this hit, and let's get into the show. So, I'm gonna go take my hit right now, and yeah, when I get back, we'll get right into these videos. Got a little tongue tied right there. I'll be right back. Ooh. Okay, well, I'm sore from the gym, so if you see me wincing or whatever, that's why. But alright, let's get into these videos, and here we go.
Okay, so what happened, Juice?
The guy got out of the wall and grabbed the car.
What?
So there was a guy in here,
Yes.
and he opened up the wall, and he grabbed one of your cars,
Yes.
and then it was too heavy,
Yes.
and then where did he go?
He went inside the wall.
He closed the wall and went back in?
Yes.
What?
I didn't see him. I don't see him anymore.
You don't see him anywhere?
No. He's gone.
That's a brave kid. He saw a whole person come out of the wall, grab his car, and go right back into the wall. And he told his mom, and she's asking, who was it? What do you mean, who was it? Somebody came in through your wall. You're asking, who was it? Listen. At that point, I'd be moving the couch, looking to see what kind of shit is there, trying to see anything. I don't know what's going on here, but that kid saw something. That kid saw something. Let's go on to the next one.
You fucking are, and my mother doesn't live here.
Your mother don't live here?
No, she don't. I'm not fucking from here. I don't know who you are. I did nothing to nobody. You stay the fuck away from my kid. Get down here, Benny, now. Come on, run to the truck. Go now. Go now. No.
So I guess the woman was trying to kidnap the lady's child. And here it says, no wonder Arizona is highest for human trafficking. Look what our law enforcement and court system allows people to get away with. Huh. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and when it comes to the kids, I say leave the kids alone. Leave them alone. Oh my goodness, I can't emphasize that enough. I know a couple of videos ago I said I was going to do the religious topics. I am still compiling a bunch of videos for you guys to go over some of those reactions and videos. So that's why we're doing this today. We're doing these reactions. But in general, I will get to doing that. Reaction for you guys. I'll go through all of those videos with you guys and check them out with you guys. These ones I've saved. I haven't checked them out really. They just seemed like they would be good for this compilation here that I got for you guys. So let's get back into it.
You fuck.
They're fine. Do you know where they are?
Yes.
Where are they?
They were standing under the wall.
Are they walking on their feet? Okay. You know what? I bet this nice young guy will go try to.
Yeah. Y'all stay right here. Hey. He said his parents are walking this way. If you'll go try to find them. Hey, what's your mommy and daddy look like? Do you know what shirt your mommy's wearing?
What's your mommy's name?
Andrea?
Poor kids.
She's got security coming down.
I couldn't believe this.
We couldn't either. Okay.
We like saw him just like wandering.
This is crazy.
We're like, this doesn't.
I thought maybe their parents were one of these vehicles and they didn't see them walk over here.
We're like, this doesn't seem.
No. It's okay. You know what? Why don't you give your sister a hug? She's probably kind of scared, okay? That's such a good thing. Yeah. And somebody went to find.
Yeah, he left out. He was going to go look. There's like a walking trail up here. I wonder if they went up that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ask this guy with the dog. There's a guy with the dog right here. Okay. Hey, it's Andrea and Jason is his parents. Okay. Here, buddy, I'm gonna spray your arms with some sunscreen, okay, so you don't get sunburnt. Is that okay?
Getting sunburnt already. That's why I'm wondering how long they've been.
That's what I'm wondering.
When we drove by, it's like there's two little kids walking.
Here you go. Let me hold this so I don't get sunscreen on. I'm gonna spray the back of your neck too.
Well, at least somebody's trying to take care of these kids while they're trying to look for their parents. I mean, this is wild. Another video here where kids are apparently being chased by some guy or somebody chasing these kids, and these people, I guess they saw this happening and came to the kids' rescue. Like, the bikers came and stopped all of this, because at the same time, I mean, like, what the fuck is going on? Holy shit, excuse my language here, but like, you people, what is happening? There's been way too many stories going on where we're seeing kids and human trafficking and all this stuff, and it's just like, why is this going on? Like, anyways, not even why is this going on. For those that know, they know. It's definitely something that if I could do more to help, I would definitely do so, because it's not something I want to ever hear of. I mean, these are children, these are kids. Anyways, let's keep going. And just one more thing before I forget. Leave the kids alone. Leave them alone. Anyways, back into this. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Sun, massive.
That's not my dad. For one, he never said mum.
First of all, what was that just started talking out of the blue? And then, why did he respond like that? What in the frig? And dude, why are you in the freaking dark? Like, I get being in like a very dim light setting or in a very like darker setting versus there being all the lights on and everything. I get that. Like, I mean, just look at it in here. But there's light. I can see around. I can, you know, I can see shit in this motherfucker. Like, I don't understand how you can be in pitch black on your computer just doing whatever you're doing. That to me is just... Anyways, let's keep going. Did his stove turn on or something? Like,
it seems to be kicking off. Just been doing some work. My device is on the kitchen. And it started when I was about it being my dad. But he made the mistake of saying mum. My dad never said mum, he used to always say mam. M-A-M. Then I called it out and it's... there's like an old piece of skirting board, not old, a spare piece behind where I'm sat. And that's just gone crashing out straight into other one. Now it keeps ashing about with ignition. It can't light it though because the gas gets turned off. I'll leave it to it. I've got some.
that is wild. Whatever is like haunting him or whatever, it's literally trying to burn him, like it's trying to turn on the stove. Yo, if you guys got anything in your place that's trying to turn on stoves, throw knives, even pots and pans, whatever it is, get the fuck out of there. Get out. Get out. Alright, let's go on.
If you hear strange animal noises coming from your front door, be very careful. Here's why. A mother named Sarahi lived in a part of Mexico with her family where there's high amounts of witchcraft. And ever since they visited the cursed land, they believe something followed them home. One night, the family's awoken by what sounds like a cat coming from the front door.
¿Quién eres? Tú no eres un gato. Vete de aquí, ¿quién eres?
You can see what looks like a pale face staring back at them in the dark.
Tú no eres un gato. Te ordeno que te vayas de mi casa.
Horrified after the encounter with whatever that thing is, they back off and close the door on it. But after contacting the police, they made the mistake of opening the door.
Vete de aquí. Se paró. ¿Quién chingados eres? ¿Quién te mandó?
If you
I don't know about y'all, but I got the heebie-jeebies all over me. Got goosebumps and everything. Oh my goodness. She's there saying, "You're not a cat, you're not a cat." Oh my goodness. Then it's just meowing back at her like, "Yeah, I am. You don't believe that I am?" Yeah. Craziness. Anyways, let's go on to the next one. But before we do, if you hear strange animals at your door, don't go and open it up.
You can see the young girl on the right walking up the front step of her building. Now watch the guy behind her as well, as she has to, I think, ring to get somebody to open the door for her. He is going to kind of loiter around. He's not walking around the building. He's kind of waiting around to see what happens here. And when she finally is going to be admitted into the building, he is going to use that to come into the building himself. Now as we change angles, you're going to see her walk in and he is right behind her. Watch, this is interesting. The facial gesture here, he's going to cover his face a little bit and you know, wipe his mouth. Now then, she goes back like she's going to the elevator and then decides, nah, she doesn't want to do that. She's going to go over to this other place instead. Now watch as it gets really interesting. So far, I'm just a little leery because the guy used, you know, her access to get in. But as she walks out and walks back towards the door, she is going to head out. She's like, nope, didn't go to the elevator. Kind of did a little bit of a dipsy-do there and then pushes her way out and leaves the building. And as she's gone, you notice he's going to look and go, oh, wait, where did she go? Instead of just getting on the elevator and going up to wherever it was he was going, instead he's going to look, and when she doesn't come back, he is going to actually take off down and out and away and walk out after her again. Now, the interesting thing to me here, watch as he stops by the front door here, and he's going to push his way out of the door and open it, because he'd open a little bit, and then he's going to finally walk his way out. Now, she has gone and gotten another adult, and they walk up together, and he is going to walk right by her.
Smart girl. Good job, little girl. She caught those creepy vibes. She caught the super creepy vibes. Was like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna go this way, and then smart move, because yo, once again, leave the kids alone. Holy shit. Like, this is in broad daylight. This guy is literally trying to grab this girl in broad daylight. Yeah, anyways. Leave the kids alone.
Okay, so am I tripping? Or okay, so the noise is my turtle. and I'm home alone, right? But
Huh?
the reflection shows like that's
She's got a she's got a little friend sitting right next to her. She's like, "Where the chips, girl?" Where the chips? Where's the guac? I need some food. I got the munchies. You know what it's like? Oh my gosh. Anyways, let's see what happens by the end of it.
me.
Yeah, you can see a whole like reflection in the you can see a whole reflection in the TV of something sitting right next to her. So whatever it is, pray for her.
Yo, sup, this is your man, Lil Bow Wow.
Snoop Dogg took advantage of this young man because he had a single mother, and the single mother was trying to get Bow Wow into the industry, aka the game. Well, I wouldn't say try to get him in the industry, but she seen how bad that he liked music and how he wanted to get in the industry and get a record deal, and she seen the talent. But things got bad, and you cannot trust nobody in the industry, especially with your child. This part right here will prove that.
The one rumor that's always kind of lingered around that I don't think that you've ever addressed, and I just want to ask you flat out. There's been the crazy rumor that you got raped by your security guard. You've heard that before.
Yeah, that was like the first rumor that
I actually remember that. I actually remember that rumor going around when he was like 13, around 13, 12, 13, and he'd been doing all those movies like Mike, and he did that other movie at the time. I can't remember the name, but he did some movies and stuff, and I guess like his career was like leveling up. He's out of the he's out from underneath Snoop Dogg, and he's being represented by Jermaine Dupri. So yeah, I remember when that happened, and here he is saying that nah, it didn't happen. That's not what happened. But why was there a rumor about it then? Let's keep watching.
Ever had came out. I'll never forget that shit. I was in Paris, France. I was in Paris coming back to the States, and I was going through the airport. I believe I was going to Philly, and I had to call into the radio station to just clear that shit up. It never really
And he's getting a call in the middle of answering that question. Honestly, when it comes to Hollyweird, there's a bunch of Hollyweird shit that we'll look through in another video at another point. As is, I said, I'm making some compilations for you guys, not just for the religious video stuff, but for a bunch of different things. And yeah, let's keep going.
You heard of Skinwalker Ranch? There are places around the world that are stranger. Michael Brown here. One of them is about an hour east of Phoenix, called Stardust Ranch. Similar in a lot of ways, UFO reports, many of those, endless strange creatures, whether or not they're kind of werewolfish or Bigfoot or whatever. And poltergeist, strange noises, rappings, poundings. Before this one couple moved in, John and Joyce. John was a psychologist, retired. His wife worked for the FBI, still did. They moved in this place, and when they went there, they opened a door, and the previous owner's belongings were all still there. All the furniture was still there. He called up the realtor and said, "Hey, what's going on here? Their furniture's still in the house. It's got to be taken out of here." The realtor said, "I'll take care of it." So he and his wife went away for the day. When they came back, the furniture was gone, but they found that it had been placed in the swimming pool, even the refrigerator. Everything was in a swimming pool. Called the realtor. The realtor said, "Gee, I didn't even get in touch with the owner yet." That was just the beginning of it. Guys who worked for the phone company wouldn't even come onto the ranch to do their work because I guess the place had a history. And right away they started hearing noises at night, bangings, things would move, objects would disappear. They'd wake up with strange markings on them, bruises, cuts, I think burns. Kind of getting nerve-wracking there. They'd have fights between them. Strange people would show up on the property and then kind of just vanish. UFOs all over, the place, all these reports, lights in the sky, orbs. But the weirdest thing, one of the most bizarre stories I've ever heard, occurred one weekend night when they decided to drive into Phoenix to a Tex-Mex restaurant for dinner. He's waiting for her. She comes out of the bedroom ready to go. She's dressed nice red lipstick and bedecked in red. And they go out to the car and they're just making small talk on the way to the restaurant. Like I said, about an hour away. They get to the restaurant. They sit down, they're handed menus. They have chips and salsa. She has to use the ladies' room. While she's in the ladies' room, this guy, John, he notices that his phone is on silent. The sound is off. So he turns it back on. Right away it's ringing. It's his wife. She's frantic. She's crying. He can't figure out what's going on. She's back at the ranch and she's calling him. He's in a restaurant there with the person he thought was his wife.
Bruh. What? Okay, so this story is wild. What? So they get to, and then he basically leaves his wife at the cabin, goes to a restaurant with something or someone who clearly looks like his wife. Alright, let's keep going.
But it wasn't. She came out, the person or thing that he had driven with, sat down across from him. He looked into her eyes and they turned pitch black. Well, before they even made their order, he got up, he dashed out of there, started his car, rode out back to Stardust Ranch. Strange case. Who was that at the restaurant? What was that?
You guys tell me what you guys think down below in the comments and let me know what you guys think about what this thing was. I'm just creeped out by that story. That story was just creepy. Holy.
Stonehenge is a transport hub, and just because the Romans knocked half of it down does not mean it's broken.
Excuse me? The general public's not permitted to approach the stones without the correct authorization. Hey, wait! Security!
So this kid just started oh man. And then opened the portal in one of the Stonehenge pillar type things. What the flip? If you know what movie this is, let me know what it is.
And I want to say something else. One of the things that I learned from whistleblowers from the cabal itself is that they have to work within something they call the rules. And this is very, very important. So I really want to make sure that this gets into the film. The rules are a body of spiritual principles that they must follow in order to be allowed to exist. Now, what do I mean by allowed to exist? I mean that they are aware that there are benevolent forces that will prevent them from achieving their goals unless we give them permission to enslave us. Now think about that. Well, I didn't give them permission. So why did they put this plan for 3 world wars on display in a book that's hanging there open behind glass in the British Museum Library of London? And those 3 world wars that they're outlining are exactly World War I, World War II, and the war on terrorism.
That is true. And here's the thing. So that book that he's talking about, there's a few books like it where they describe or talk about the 3 world wars that would take place. And in this scenario here, he's talking about the war, about like World War I, World War II, and the war in the Middle East. At least that's what I believe he'll be saying. Honestly, when I was in high school, so there was this guy, I guess he was a speaker. He came to my, I guess it was a civics class. Was it civics? Yeah, I think it was civics. And he came and he was speaking about just like things that are happening and things to kind of like look out for. And at the time, you know, I'm 15 years old. What do I care about the Bilderberg Group or the World Economic Forum? I just want to get back and play my video games and play basketball, do kid shit basically. So I didn't really pay too much attention, but what I did pay attention to, it kind of was weird. He did mention that there's a book or something called The Next 1,000 Years, and in that book it details things that will happen within our humanity, our society, or our global society. One of the things that he mentions is there will be 3 wars, and this is written, so we have already had 2 of them, the First World War and the Second World War. He says that the third is supposed to be the Third World War, but that's what that guy said, the speaker. So yeah, but honestly, there's a lot of things going on, and this is why I have this reaction channel, just to kind of expose some of what's happening. So let's keep going.
Because the rules state that they have to tell us what they're doing. Therefore, if we allow it to happen, we have consented to tyranny, we have consented to enslavement. Now, if you get into the secret history of the Cabal, this was rediscovered by Queen Elizabeth, the original Elizabeth that we've heard about from the 1500s. Queen Elizabeth's royal astrologer, a man named John Dee, who is the prototype of the wizard with the long beard, the hat, and what he did was to rediscover, through these ancient documents that were in the Vatican, the technology of how to access what they considered to be spiritual beings that were useful to them, but what we would consider to be demonic or evil beings. These beings need to be accessed through a very complex set of rituals and ceremonies. You cannot just ask for them to show up. You have to follow very elaborate and specific protocols. If you follow those protocols, it's like having an IP address, which is what we use to go online in order to notate a website. Every website has its own IP address. These spiritual beings, such as Baal and Moloch, which they still do ceremonies for today, such as in Bohemian Grove, there is a giant effigy, stone effigy of an owl. That's the god Moloch. The god Moloch goes all the way back to Roman.
Remember when Alex Jones told you about that? Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's how deep in the conspiracies we are right now. So, it's just conspiracies at the end of the day right now. So, but these things that he's saying currently about the entity Baal and Moloch and stuff like that, it's very important to know or realize who they are, because he's basically saying that like the elites and people like that, they basically worship these entities, and they have rituals or have things that they do to basically pray to them. So let's keep going.
Carthage, in which they were offering child sacrifices to this god in exchange for power. So John Dee rediscovered the technology of how to draw the magic circles, how to say the right incantations, how to actually do black magic on a governmental level. This is what people are going to have so much trouble with once disclosure happens, is that these people actually practice black magic, and they are very, very good at it. And
so basically he's saying that the Queen had somebody who was named John Dee, and basically he was able to figure out how to use or get these rituals going all over again in order to gain power. And he used them with, I guess, the Queen, of course, to be able to showcase that it's not just that he's able to gain power, he's able to like basically give the power. God, so save us all. Anyways, next video.
Yeah, very weak. Yes. Yes. Huh?
What's your name?
Which one?
Yeah, exactly.
Which one?
Who's the king's son? You're a pocket. Don't you go nowhere. Don't you dare. I bind your feet. I bind your feet. I bind your feet. Stay still.
I don't care. Weak.
Wait. She loves you.
Oh yeah, that's why we're gonna stop her. Everything in her life is true.
Hold on.
This girl is going through a major possession, whatever she's dealing with, and this guy is trying to basically, I guess, take it out of her. Yeah. This thing is answering back and everything. Let's keep going.
So weak, and you didn't deliver. You're so weak. Oh, you're weak. That's why your marriage sucks. I did it. I destroyed your marriage. Where's your ring? You took it off. You're weak. You destroyed everything.
Jesus has all power and authority. Yes or no? Yes or no? Submit yourself to Christ. Submit yourself to Christ. Now, stop. Submit yourself to Christ.
I think you need a much stronger, action than kind of looks like you're about to just soap a. Oh man, this is. It's hard to know nowadays because she may as well be very much like possessed or taken in by, you know, a demonic entity or something. But it just, the whole setting and everything, I don't know. You guys tell me if you guys have any experience with any of this stuff, and let me know what you guys have to say about it, and whether or not it's true or real. Like in this situation over here, if there's been a situation like this that you've ever encountered or seen for yourself. Yeah, let's see what happens in the end.
Submit yourself to Christ. Submit yourself to Christ. No, I said, she's mine. Submit yourself. Submit yourself. Submit yourself to Christ. What means submit to Christ? Now. No. Yes or no? Are you stronger than the Holy Spirit? Yes or no? I want to hear the words. Yes or no? Yes or no? No. Then submit. 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 You have to listen to spiritual rules. God is King. Submit. Submit. In the mighty name of Jesus. Mighty name of Jesus. Submit. 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 You rebellious demons, submit. I don't care. If you're really a demon, you have to submit. Even demons tremble. Tremble.
So she ends up all over the floor. Oh my god, I should not be laughing at this stuff. God, forgive me, please. I beg you. Anyways, let's do one more video and then we'll take a little brief intermission and then, yeah.
I've been dating him since 2015. I met him when he was 21.
21?
We had our first kid like a year after 2016. And we had another kid in 2017.
Wait for it.
And I just recently found out that this was my son that I gave up for adoption.
What?
Fam. She just said she just found out that that person she's had 2 kids with is her son that she gave up for adoption. You guys tell me what you guys think about that. I don't know what the flip to make about that. Anyways, I'm not going to continue the rest of this video. We'll just go on to the next one and say that the next one will be the last one. Actually, matter of fact, let's just take our intermission right now before we go on to the next one. So, holy shit. So, woman said that the damn person is her son. Honestly, I don't know what to say still about that video. Let's go on to the next one.
Moving up to Friday's current march on the presidential palace. Moving up to...
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that, like, invisible horse? Let's go to the next one. I guess we'll do a couple more.
People who eat hot dogs eat them because they taste so good. But what's in them is not so good. You know, we've learned to accept it, but I don't know if you'll feel so accepting after this. The company Clear Foods recently analyzed 345 hot dog and sausage products from 75 brands and retailers and found, are you hot dog lovers ready for this? Human DNA in 2% of the samples and in 2/3 of the vegetarian samples. And get this, 10% of all vegetarian products appear to contain meat. Clear Foods says that there are some companies producing high-quality hot dog, top scores to Butterball, McCormick, Eckrick, and Hebrew National. People who...
I'm so glad I don't even like hot dogs, so it's not really, you know, an issue that's affecting me, but at the same time, like, that's just, oh my god, did y'all hear that? In 10% of all vegetarian product, there's some human meat. Oh my goodness. Next one.
Yes? Hello?
Another one of these.
What is that? Who are you?
What the hell?
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Did y'all see that? Did you guys see that? Nah, I'm running this back.
Who are you?
What the hell is that? I don't even want to know. Fuck that.
Leave my lights alone.
What?
Yes?
Yo. Oh god. Look, if y'all ever see anything in here, I want you guys to tell me, cause I am not gonna be leaving that shit. Just not. I hope y'all got my back. I hope y'all got my back.
This is the creepiest scene from a kid's film.
Hello.
Who are you?
An angel.
What's your name?
Satan. What's the matter?
Nothing. Only it's sure a sorry name for an angel.
Please, come in.
Come on.
Amazing. It's like an island.
Did you see that?
How do you learn to do that?
I didn't learn it at all. It comes naturally to me, like other curious things. Are you hungry?
Sure am.
What kind of fruit do you like the most?
Oranges.
Apples? Grapes.
talk to him.
Can we help?
You may make some people.
I'll make the king and queen.
I'm gonna make a soldier.
Look at that little village.
There, here's a buddy.
Now we'll give them life.
Looks like my pap on Saturday night.
Look, they're moving.
There's like regular people.
I find you humans quite interesting, even though you are a worthless, greedy lot.
And then it gets real creepy. I kind of remember watching this back in the day as a kid. It was like on repeat. Well, repeat. It was like I guess a repeat episode. So, anyways, yeah, very creepy, very weird. Anyways, let's get to the next one. I think we'll just do like, we'll see how the next one goes, but after that we'll probably just do 2 more and that's it.
Hello? You should have accepted my offer, James.
Execution scheduled for 11 p.m. He's trying to convince us he's gone insane.
And therefore incapable of being executed.
I need you to prove he's faking it.
Edward? I will ask you some questions.
I'm not Edward. I'm a demon.
Demons aren't really a thing. What happened to Edward?
We own him.
We?
He's a master manipulator. You have your head so twisted around you think you're the killer, not him.
And give me something to make me believe you. Prove to me you're a demon.
It's probably just a coincidence.
I want to talk to
The real
Edward.
Makes me do that. I can't stop him.
I need you to see something. You got a fan. Did the same thing with all his victims.
Help me!
I'm trying to, Edward, but you have to answer my questions. You have to tell me the truth.
It won't help me!
It can go away. It can go away. Yes?
No.
No. It's starting to happen. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I think it's time we tell you exactly what it is that we'd like you to do.
Well, so that's a new movie that's out. I saw an interview where the producers were talking about what was like happening to them and to the cast. It'll probably be in another video sometime down the road, but yeah, this movie is it's a movie that people should go out to see like what it's meant to expose. Yeah. Anyways, on to the next one.
Thought I was tripping, so I recorded it. Thought I was tripping, so I recorded it.
So that's a clear glass, technically. It's just that there's like rain smog on it or whatever. And she's recording. Clearly there's a car on the other side of that glass coming towards her or him. And then there's no car there, instead it's a car going past. Have y'all ever had these kinds of glitches in the Matrix, glitches in this world like this? Let me know. Bruh, what in the world was that? I have no idea what that was. Anyways, that's it for tonight, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to Good Chronic Reactions. My name is Siphon, and yeah, y'all have a good night. Peace.